that. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
To Pedro's Coffee Podcast.
Yeah, you wish it was Pedro's Coffee Podcast. We'll send you back across the border, Pedro. No,
They didn't want me in the first place. That's why I'm here, bro.
That's right. Hey, we want you here on the Road Dog Coffee Podcast, right?
You need to turn your mic up, Spencer. Your
mic?
output or something. You are super low.
Sounds like it's stuffed in your.
Really?
Yeah, does everybody else hear that? I mean, or is it just me?
Yeah, well,
No, I
Spencer's
think
got
you-
that radio voice. You know what I mean? So,
Anyway,
Is
welcome
that
everybody.
better?
No,
that better?
we'll work on it throughout the show. We'll get through the roll thing. Roll the
Mic check,
bloop
mic
blop
check.
blop.
Everybody's mic check.
Yeah, we'll do the credits and then we'll fix it live on the show. That's what we'll do. We'll have Justin do it. This is Justin's profession right here. He's the media guru. All right. So everybody sit back. We're going to do a mic check and tune microphones here live on the Road Dog Coffee Podcast. So go fill your cup up, get right back, and let's get to chatting about some trucking and logistics. All righty,
Is
Spidey.
that better?
No,
Not really.
no.
No?
Really.
I think
Yeah,
your coffee
the
is
mic-
better than your microphone.
But you got the
can't put your
output out of the
microphone-
You
way.
have your
And-
all right. You
You're
and I have
putting
the
it in your
same.
mouth. Don't put it in your mouth.
And we know that's hard for you, Spencer.
And there goes the show for today.
That's
Anyway,
right.
sorry.
This is a
Leave it
G-rated.
up to Pedro to screw it up.
Oh man, hey, that's what I do, bro. That's what I do. That's what I'm known for. No, hey, is your so we have the same thing, the slider all the way on the left for your microphone. How far up is that?
It's all the way up. Yeah. Output's all the way up. I don't
I mean, you
know.
are using a MacBook, so that's the first problem.
And you have a volume control on your mic, like where you're talking into right now?
No. No.
He does.
everything's
He
all the way up.
does. It says it's all the way up. I don't know what he
Yeah,
did.
it's up. Everything's turned up.
What about
Sounds like your levels are low, but your gain is really high. That's why
Yeah.
you're blasting. That's why you're blasting through it.
All right.
Oh, it's
Well,
probably the settings before you join the show. You can move that
no.
little slide bar up.
That still sound the same?
Yes.
Like shit.
So
Yeah,
weird.
Yeah, you sound like you're eating the microphone. That's what it sounds like.
Hold on.
How does it taste?
like metal.
hey, back out and come back in, Spencer,
Yeah, let me do that.
and check all your
Thinks
audio
he's
settings. Do
smoking a
not
cigar.
click any of
Yeah,
those
in fact-
boxes. Go to the audio settings. Don't
Yep.
select any of those boxes. All of those are for people who just use PC
No,
mics.
yeah. No,
Yeah,
no.
you don't want any of that stuff
Everything's good to go there.
Well, I know because I just unselected all of it, so that's why I said you have to leave and come back in. And that may reset you.
Yeah, it might do that.
Okay. Bye bye.
Let's see. Still the
Adios.
same thing. All right. Let me jump off here. My own podcast. I'm getting kicked off. Ain't that a son of a biscuit eater? I loved you guys. Don't kick me. I love
It
you
was
all.
fun while it lasted.
On the clock.
Oh man. Anyway, Mr. Martin, we'll start with you. What's happening, bro? We didn't see you last week because you were getting arrested by the Secret Service. I mean, where
No, I went to the Road Gang luncheon in DC with Rob Carpenter.
Yeah.
There was like a really short window of opportunity for me to like pull off something amazing there, and unfortunately never went through. But so Rob told me the day before we were all going over there, he's like, "Oh yeah, I have a meeting scheduled with Duffy and Bars on Thursday," and I was like, "Oh shit, you got to do everything you can to get me in that meeting." And so we sent emails back and forth, and we never got any confirmation from their people whether I could attend. So rather than just show up unannounced, I was like, let me stay on their good side and just stay out of this one.
Did he make you dress
Well, at least
up?
you got to go, man.
How was that? Was that about the same?
Nah,
Exactly.
I don't know.
I don't
There
know
was
what's going on.
There was another meeting happening across the hallway from us that had been going on for like 3 or 4 days. It was the Transportation Research Board, and it was all the. It's not like executives in the supply chain. It's all these like wonky think tank types. So, at our meeting, we got to meet the guy who like came up with the bright idea of doing toll roads everywhere to alleviate traffic congestion. They're like these when you go to like freight conferences and you talk to guys and they just geek out about like spreadsheets and numbers and all this stuff. It's that same mentality, but for like deregulation. These guys just love to deregulate everything they can get their hands on. And had I known that going into this, I would have like pulled some of them to the side later and been like, "Do you have any idea the shit you guys have caused?" Because I think they hyperfixate on like all the good with deregulation and completely ignore or are unaware of all the bad consequences. You talk to anyone who works in freight for any given time, and they can tell you all the bullshit that they got to deal with. But a lot of the wonky policy types, they're just completely unaware of what their policies end up doing down the line.
Did Rob make
I
you
agree with
dress
that,
up?
man.
Did he make you put on the suit and tie?
Yeah, I had to go to Boscov's and get a nice suit and jacket and all that. Food was good though.
Yeah, well, that's good. Yeah, he posted a picture the other day of him in the suit and tie, and he was just like, "Yeah, I had to ditch my trucker gear."
He
Yeah.
looks so
Yeah.
uncomfortable, doesn't he? Like
He did.
it looks like every picture you've seen of a backwoods redneck picked out of his environment and stuck into a
throw him-
suit.
Drop
It was
Throw him
so-
up on the screen, Pedro. Throw him up
Okay,
on the screen.
well, hold on.
It was
go
so
say,
damn
man.
cold. It was so damn cold in DC that week too, because after lunch ended, like we stepped outside and we were like, "Do we want to play tourist or just get back to the hotel?" And I was like, "I'm fucking freezing, man. I'm going back to my sister's."
There you go.
That's
Let me
funny.
see if I can search him up right here.
Yeah, I have a sister who lives in Tyson's Corner, Virginia. So even if like nothing happened from this trip, I got to see her, and we haven't really kept in touch for years now. So it's nice that they're only 3.5 hours from me in New Jersey.
There you go.
Sweet.
It's the Doiber. Doiber.
The
Never gonna live that down.
all right, here he is right here. Look,
Let's look at it.
Yeah,
Oh my
That's-
word!
Get me
That's
out of
awesome.
the suit.
he just, dude, he looks so like he's like, I hate this.
Yeah, he's stiff as a board. I mean, you can
Please.
tell like he is uncomfortable.
Oh man.
So he told me
shit.
during that meeting, it was like 2 hours long, and he said between like 6 and 8 different people like cycled in and out of it, but Bars was there for the entire thing. So he got to meet Duffy for a little bit and a bunch of other DC DOT types there, but yeah, Bars was there for the entire thing. They read everything we post on Twitter, which is incredible. They're absolutely aware of a lot of the problems that we're seeing. So even though we kind of gripe and complain that they're not doing enough and they're not doing it fast enough, they at least are aware of like our complaints and are at least attempting to try and fix some stuff. This whole like AI thing that they announced the other day to try and go after drivers, I think is completely misapplied. They need to stop going after the drivers. They need to go after the companies, because you could deport every driver in this country illegally tomorrow, and as long as those companies that were hiring those drivers are still operating, they're just going to pull drivers from somewhere else in the country. So
Yeah,
you get rid of the companies, the drivers have nowhere to work, they go back home. It's that easy.
yeah. They definitely need to go out. Go to the top.
Good talk, Spencer. Good talk.
Oh man, Spencer's just having a day.
Yeah, he's having a day.
Yeah,
No,
he's-
that's what I said. I think we talked about it on Dredge Junkies last week, maybe. But it's like when do you start at the top? I understand, initial enforcement. We're trying to wrap our hands around it and show we're doing something. But when do you start at the top? And I'm not trying to call people out, but if I'm a mega up here and I'm running my 5,000 trucks, I'm probably a big part of the problem. So why aren't you coming in lopping heads up here? And that will send a message down the line, like
Trickle down.
get your shit in order real quick.
Yep.
Because
Yeah,
if we'll come in and bust Swift's head, guess what we'll do to you?
The megas are an easy target for like the billboard lawyer types because they're the ones that actually have the money to pay out, insurance damages for trials and such. But when it comes to the trucking companies, what they don't realize is like most of the companies, the vast majority of the companies that are hiring these like unskilled, unqualified drivers, they're like tiny companies, and they're all in like their own ethnic cohorts where depending on where they are in the country, and so they're only hiring the drivers that they know from their community. And you're not going to see some guy with a non-domicile CDL that can't speak English driving for Swift or for Werner or for et cetera. There is a tiny loophole with that, though. We do see those guys on their power-only boards, and I think that needs to be addressed a little more loudly. The CEO of Werner came out and kind of went after Danielle for a post last year because we heard from a guy that there's non-domicile drivers driving for Werner, and the Werner CEO came out and he's like, we're not importing these guys. We have nothing to do with that. Literally 2 days later, somebody in our community had their truck hit by a Werner truck on a power only board, and he was a non-domicile CDL driver.
Oh, wow.
That's
I bet
about
you
right.
Derek loved that.
Yeah, so the power only boards are like the big loophole that these guys are exploiting right now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What you say, Mr. Charles
that would make
Gracie?
sense, too. Hey, Charles.
Yo.
Man of many words.
Were you at an
I
airport?
am tired. I am in an airport. I am tired. I wound up spending the evening in the KC airport.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
Yeah, we were supposed to get a bunch of stuff here in North Carolina and South Carolina with ice coming Saturday, Sunday, but it keeps changing. But it started out with 12 inches of snow, then now they're talking
Look,
2+ inches of ice. Now who knows?
luckily, Paul Gibson came through clutch and realized what was happening, and he came and scooped me up and gave me his couch for a couple hours.
That's good.
Sweet.
Yeah, the South is in big trouble right now. They have no equipment.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, man! I'm sitting in Atlanta right now, and you can already see what's happening. All people trying to move up their flights and that, and I'm just like, yeah, this is gonna be a dumpster fire.
All of Atlanta and all of I-40 along Tennessee, just
definitely.
from Saturday to Sunday into Monday, just avoid it at all costs.
Well, you remember years ago in Atlanta when everybody was abandoning their cars on the interstates and the beltways, right?
Yeah.
And that was what, 2 inches of snow?
That was
No,
huge.
no, it was all ice. It was all ice.
I'm about to say
That
the problem is it was all ice underneath it, and
Yeah.
every time
Yeah.
they hit one of those hills, they were just screwed. I
Yes,
mean,
oh yeah. So
So
people just
this
walk
is
away from
when
their
they're going
cars.
to put Teslas to the test when they're stranded out there and they have to run heat in their car and their battery.
Yeah.
yeah, they'll be wishing they had that diesel then.
Well, you know what's going to pull them out is a diesel.
You're damn right,
right.
it is. I could make a killing this weekend. I might go get my truck ready.
There you go.
That's what I'm doing, Jimmy. I just ordered a snowplow for the front of my 4-wheeler. When we get like 2 inches of snow, I'm going to make like
Oh, my God.
50 grand this weekend just plowing everybody out. And it'll
now-
all be melted on Monday anyway. But people
Now
are
it's
stupid.
not snow though. There's no. They're not. They're saying the snow's moving more north of us, and it's
gonna hit us.
ice. It's all ice.
If
We're
you
gonna
see a
get
fat guy
18
running down if you see a fat guy driving a 4-wheeler down the highway, down like I-26, don't pay any attention to
Hey,
it.
there's Steve.
I'm charging the
Yeah, be the only one out
self-driving
there.
to do their work.
I keep checking Weather Underground every few hours, and right now it's saying for where I'm at in South Jersey, they're anticipating between 5 to 8 inches of snow on Sunday, which for us is devastating. If we get like a couple inches, we can handle it.
Yeah.
But yeah, 8 inches, nobody's equipped for that.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not going to get Jersey. I'm going to get between like 15 to 20.
Ugh.
We had.
Y'all can keep all that.
I-80, 78, I-78, 80, even 90 heading up into New York State, all the way up
Yeah.
and down the East Coast. Forget about it. I mean, just call your listen, any brokers out there listening to the show, get on the horn, start calling up your customers, man. There's no guarantees in this business around this. There's a little thing called an act of God that you and I and nobody
No
else
control.
has control over. And this is what's going to happen with this mega storm. And there's going to be heavy degradation in service. So just be prepared.
Yeah, and East Coast states are not like the West. Like out west, Wyoming, Colorado,
I
like
can't
they're
hear
used
you,
to getting.
John, your audio. Sorry, hold on, Justin. John, your audio is. I can only hear you, I think, because I have headphones on, but I barely hear you, bro.
Yeah, John. Yeah, yep.
Yeah. Hey.
Sorry, Justin.
How's Hunter's couch?
Huh?
What's that?
How's Hunter's couch?
I don't know.
I don't know what happened to Hunter's couch.
Someone stay on his couch.
Yeah, I maybe. Tomorrow. I got a turn and burn up to Nashville, and
you
I'm
may
pretty
be
sure
out of
I'm
luck.
gonna get stuck there.
Hunter's at
there
his
you
mom's
go.
house, bro. He's smart. He went to his. I talked to him last night when he drove back from Alabama. He went to his mom's house because they have all gas appliances. So he was like, if shit goes wrong.
Well, good. Hey, if he's not going to be home, just tell him to have someone unlock it for me.
Leave your key.
I'll keep it warm for him.
Yeah.
My parents live in South Carolina, like on the west side, and they're right where they're supposed to be getting like the most amount of ice, and they get power outages out there. Anytime there's like rain, they lose power for like a day or two. So about a decade ago, my dad put solar up on his place, and he's got not one but two Tesla battery banks. So they should be pretty good as far as that area. But the grocery store, the Ingles, right down the street from them, all that food's going to have to get tossed out. There's going to be probably a week, I would say, without power at some places.
Yeah,
Charles, what are you doing in Atlanta?
Is we got a lady that moved in next door to us in our neighborhood, and she works for the power company, and she's on the emergency crew. So literally, we used to go like days when we'd lose power before it would come back on. Now we're like the first ones now to get power back because she's important and she needs power. So
that's a good neighbor to have.
Guess it's benefits you who your neighbors
Yeah,
are.
a good neighbor to have.
yeah.
That's the first one that you got to plow.
Yeah, I'll give it to her.
Yeah.
In both contexts.
Yeah, there you go. Remember me?
Yeah.
There you go.
That's good shit, man.
It's definitely going to be havoc on things.
Well, hey guys, I wanted to pop in here. I got to get ready to board, but I want to pop in and say, hey, you guys stay warm, stay safe, and stay out of the snow. No one knows how to drive in that shit.
Have a
travels,
safe
man.
flight there, Dr. Phil.
Take
Be
care,
good,
man.
Hey, Charles.
Yeah,
Take it
cheers,
easy,
brother.
brother.
Should we give Spencer his show back?
Yeah, let him.
No,
in.
no, like this person said. Spencer is still beardless. Who let this guy in?
That's right.
Oh man.
Bang
fine.
popped in, and he said Maryland's going to get hammered too.
Hey, I actually wanted to say this. Comment about this. Look at this. Like, tell me this isn't as a weather person covering their ass. We're going to get
That's
1 to 15 inches and winds
2 to
from
50
2 to
miles an
50.
hour
Like,
wind.
bro, that's like any day. You know.
Well, you can't be wrong if you give a broad spectrum.
That's what I'm saying, bro. What they're gonna be on the news the day after the storm hits. I told you, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Start doing
nobody
that.
really knows what this
We'll
thing's
have your
gonna
order.
do.
We'll have your delivery there between 1 and 12 days,
Yeah.
That's right.
guaranteed.
Oh man, crazy. But yeah, that storm does seem that's going to be a thing, and I agree with Jeff on what he was saying about make sure because you're contacting your customers and carriers. I mean, we talked about this on the news last night. Like carriers, talk to your brokers or your customers. Like, hey, see, can a pickup be pushed? Can a delivery be pushed? Either way, can you drop early today instead of dropping tomorrow or whatever? So, and also going forward, a lot of these places here, like we're not equipped to deal with this shit. We talked about just DFW last night. If Dallas, I thought you were leaving.
I was, but then I heard someone say, should we give Spencer his show back? And I was about to tell you, this is the best thing that can happen to the show right now. Otherwise, he's just going to be talking about his little beans.
That's right, my little beans.
Oh my God. In both contexts. In both contexts.
guy.
Sticks and little beans.
Later, Charles. Board your
See you,
flight.
brother.
Bye.
Be safe, buddy.
Oh man.
Wow.
But
I hope he
anyway,
doesn't have
yeah.
turbulence
Hey,
to hit his head on the roof.
we're like, he's like, I hope you get locked in the latrine for the whole flight.
That's right. That's right.
Oh man.
And all that blue water splashes up all over him and dyes his clothes.
That would be good shit.
That would be funny. That would be very funny.
We'll see what happens with this storm. Like Hunter and I were talking about last night, what really would be funny if it was like all a fluke. You know what I mean? Like it was like just
Well,
snow flurries in
you
really
remember
bad
the
temperatures,
last
you know,
year-
and then everyone
Last
wakes
year
up
there
and
was a storm like this coming, okay, and it was on the same path. And what did it do? It shifted south and it obliterated the Gulf Coast. Here in Pensacola, we got 9 inches of snow in Pensacola. So
Y'all are still digging out, aren't you?
it kind of, yeah. Despite 90-degree days for 9 months out of the year, yeah.
That's going to be the story that
I
never
remember that,
dies
John.
down there. Do you remember that blizzard we had back in 25? We almost died. We were stuck for days.
Yeah. You know, the way they started this whole thing out when they were talking about it, about that system coming out of the Florida off the coast, and then that cold front coming down, it was supposed to create the perfect storm, and they were saying it's going to be catastrophic, and you know, Nashville, Tennessee is going to experience 20 inches of snow. We're going to get like up to 15 to 18 inches. Then it got dialed back to 12, and now they're talking about all ice, and it's supposed to be 2 to 3 inches, which I think like what 3 inches of ice is equivalent to like what 2,500 pounds or something. I mean, power lines can't withstand that; they'll just snap like twigs. And but you know, if you think back, going back to Dallas, you remember that big ice storm they had out there that shut everything down, and I mean, people didn't have power for over a month.
well,
And that's
yeah,
what
that's
they
what
were kind of considering it to.
I had 3
compared
trucks
to
get
here.
stuck in that mess.
yeah, we
That
had
was
mentioned that
bad.
last night just at because Freight Waves had actually wrote 2 really good articles on it. I don't do a lot of their news. Great people, but they don't fucking need free advertising from me. But they did write some good articles on it. And one of the ones they wrote was using the DFW Metroplex, which is Dallas and Fort Worth,
Yep.
as an example. I mean, dude, it's a major
Hold on, pause
logistics
right there.
connect.
Did you just explain what DFW is?
Most people
to a
don't know,
bunch of
bro. I
people
mean,
in
you have
logistics?
any idea how many people I say DFW and they're like, "What's that?" I
Yeah,
swear to
yeah,
God,
I
dude,
have
even
to side with Pedro on that one.
people
I
here
hear
in
that a lot.
Texas, it's even worse if I say, "Yeah, we're going to the Metroplex," and they're like, and there used to be a hospital here called that, and they're like, "You going to the hospital?" Oh my God, some people's children. Lord help us.
That's a damn shame.
Fucking
Okay, continue your story.
Anyway,
My bad.
so but you know, it's a major logistics hub. We all know that, or connecting hub. You know, so and I mean all the major interstates that run through there. You know, you got 20, 35. You know, I wouldn't say 45 is really major because it's only in Texas, but you got 30. So you know, a lot of things would happen there. If DFW Airport shuts down, dude, like that's that's bad in itself. So yeah, it could be pretty crippling, and we're not made for none of this down here. So there's no salt trucks that are really going to be out doing anything. It's just going to have to melt. So if the temperatures, you know, don't cooperate and it keeps it frozen, it's just going to stay that way.
What are they saying that you guys are going to get?
I think my wife said we're going to get like an inch, for sure, some ice.
Right.
I don't know if we're going to get snow, but we'll for sure get ice. I'd rather have snow. I can deal with snow. I can drive on snow. Like I can handle that shit. You know what I mean? The ice stuff. You know. Yeah.
Yeah. One good thing, you know, back when we had Allstate Express as an expediter, we always loved weather like this because, just like you know, you were saying, people are pushing delivery times up. You know, trying to get their stuff in there as quick as they can get it. To you know, before this hits or right after, it always creates this whole influx of, you know, time critical movements, and so.
Yeah, you know, when I was a shipper and we had these kind of storms that came up, we used to push up, you know, shipments that would have left. We rushed it knowing we wanted to get it there just in case something like that happens. Because who knows? I mean, you know, especially when your supply chain is at risk.
Oh yeah.
Depending upon these quick turnarounds on expedited shipments, you know, instead of leaving it on a Friday, hopefully for a Monday, we pushed it up and said, "Hey guys, your vendors and everything, let's get that in there on a Monday so we can get it to you on a Thursday, you know, Friday the latest." And you know, but a lot of people don't do that kind of stuff.
We used to do a lot of freight rescues, like with the LTL guys, because they're, you know, they move a lot of, you know, freight for these manufacturers, and we would get calls. I mean, hell, back in the day, we used to do over $2 million a year with just Yellow Exact Express. Wow. And, you know, I mean, we go in there and do those freight rescues of that time critical freight that, well, it turns into time critical freight. And you know, send a straight truck or a sprinter van in there and grab a couple of skids that somebody really needs. they can't wait for this stuff to melt or a whole week and stuff like, so it creates a whole lot of events and transportation and logistics, when you have these storms. There's no doubt about it.
Oh yeah,
it's a nightmare. It's
yeah.
going to cause a ton of insurance claims. I mean, think about the
Oh, yeah.
perishables
Sure.
and shit like that.
Yep.
I'm not just talking about wrecks. There's going to be a lot of that shit too.
Hell yeah.
Think about,
You're right.
think
You're
about
right.
the
It creates
yeah,
a
the
whole lot of that
perishables,
stuff.
man. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Also,
another thing. Another thing. you gotta take
There's
into
a slight
consideration.
silver lining to all this. It's happening over a weekend. Slight silver lining there. It is happening over a weekend. So what disruption there will be is probably only going to be maybe about 1 or 2 days in terms of delays for
Not here.
deliveries and whatnot. And that's assuming the truck doesn't wreck in the process.
Right.
Please, drivers, whatever you do, stay off the freaking road this weekend. Just stay
But
off.
we're not going to get above freezing until like Thursday. So we've got this, whatever hits us on Saturday, Sunday, we've got it for 4 days after that.
And one thing that a lot of people forget, HOS affects the intermodal as well. Those engineers are in HOS as well. And when you think about the things that can happen during bad weather, where couplers and airlines are freezing up and the train has to stop, you have to be proactive. I remember stuff coming from Seattle going into St. Louis for Ford Motor Company, and the train had to stop, and they were waiting for that. So I had to find a way to get that train to the nearest ramp in Wyoming, find an over-the-road long-haul chassis, dump that container on it, and then hustle it to get down there. I mean, that $10,000 a minute on an assembly line, that's not bullshit, man. When you got those UAW guys there and stuff like that, I mean, you got to start thinking about this stuff when a storm comes up proactively. Don't be in that reactive mindset. It's like, oh crap, what am I going to do now? Start figuring out the problems that could come up and how you're going to adjust to them.
It's all about being proactive because I know that we used to do the lion's share of all the time critical freight for BMW at the plant in South Carolina. We were like the top expediter there for over 7 years.
You're talking about the truck assembly plant down there, right?
Yeah, it's all the X series.
X series, yeah.
At one point when we started that relationship, we had like 35 tractors dedicated to those guys doing milk runs, and then we went into all their expedites and.
Oh yeah.
But the one good thing about a lot of these manufacturers like that practice that, JIT model, they have parts on hand that they don't tell you about. It's really hard to shut a plant like that down because they're not going to put themselves in a situation where they truly don't have freight to run those lines. They're just not going to do it.
It did happen. It does happen. That comes down to the inventory manager and keeping those SKUs up to date and making sure. I mean, there's a lot of damages. There used to be. I haven't been in the auto part business for a long time, but even with those black painted parts, there used to be so much claims on it, because they had a scratch and stuff. And I was like, dude, you're going to get undercoating on those things anyway. What's a scratch? And they used to return. We used to do like 300 claims a week. I'm not kidding you when I say
that's
that.
crazy.
It's absolutely nuts, And so those kind of things you have to be, cognizant of and be on top of to make sure how far out that inventory can last in case a catastrophic event happened. What are you going to do?
Well, the good thing about it is just like you said, people have to be proactive. They have to manage their buying, their inventory. That they just got to manage it, very well in times like this.
Especially VOR, when the vehicle off.
And you think about all these illegal drivers that have come over here in the last couple of years or whatever. That's not they're not used to driving on this kind of stuff. Can you imagine what they're going to be going through? Holy crap! Oh my God!
It's gonna be a mess.
Yeah, I mean that. Just figure, depending upon where those non-domiciled drivers are coming from, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they don't have a winter, or they do have coming from Serbia.
Shit, they don't have paved roads.
Something like that, but they've never driven on. It's like go drive in New York City. What? Those guys would never drive in New York City in the 5 boroughs. They're going over the bridges. They don't even know what that is. They don't even know what.
Let's take this from a different side of view. you're a broker dealing with all this shit, and you get snowed in and iced over, and you're without power for 2-3 days. Are you prepared to be able to handle business in some way, shape, or form? I mean, do you have a hotspot? Can you still, do you have a backup generator or a power pack to keep up and running? Customers need to know what's going on, and you're the key communicator. Correct. So are you prepared? Not just the guy in the truck. Are you prepared? So, I mean, there's a couple aspects to this. I mean, you want to lose a customer, don't tell them for 4 days. Don't tell them for 4 days what happened to their shit because you didn't have power and you didn't buy some double A's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Tell them up front, Jimmy. I mean, that's what you have to do. Listen, anything can happen. I'm in harm's way right now. It's coming right towards me. I may lose power. All right. I've got my partner down in Florida. It's great to have a partner down in Florida because you don't really get that kind of stuff down there. But you just tell them.
No, he's not talking about me.
Get in contact with me. Get in contact with my partner. I mean, you got
a plan.
You have to have a battle plan.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's true.
That's why I much preferred hauling military freight versus commercial freight because they did not play games with that kind of stuff. Like none of it was like mission critical, had to be there yesterday kind of stuff. It's like there's one single snowflake on the ground, shut it down. They did not care.
Yeah. But you know what? Brokers out there, it's unfortunate, but a lot of brokers out there haven't worked in the industry for a long period of time, so they don't know how to treat their carriers. They don't have to say, guess what? I-40, to Justin's point, and I said it earlier, it's going to be shut down. Guys, pull over. Be safe. I'll make a call to the customer and tell them because your route is going right through the eye of that storm. You're not going to get there. You're going to be stuck in there. Don't take the chance. Crash your truck. There's a lot of owner operators when storms come up too because of their insurance policies and their monthly payment is almost like a mortgage on their home. These guys would not make money and save their house, sort of speaking, than go out there, crash, and not make a living for several months while their truck's getting fixed. You got to think about this kind of stuff because, desperate people do desperate times. And a lot of carriers out there, owner operators are operating in such an environment and they want to make money, but you have to set that standard for them and saying, listen, your equipment is more important than getting that there. If it's really bad out there, stop, take care of yourself.
That's the difference in a broker who's in the industry for the industry and the transactional guy.
Right.
Exactly.
The transactional guy does not give a shit if you make it home to mama. They don't care about nothing. Get that there. Get me a POD so I can push this invoice through so I can make my $75. Me, I've had a truck. Park that shit. Go home to mama. We'll deal with this later. I mean,
but this is how you build partnerships and long-term business relationships. You want to get in bed, so to speaking, with the carrier. Treat them well. They in turn will treat you just as good as you're treating them, and they'll remember you, and they'll want to work for you, and you'll want to work with them. Don't put profits, over due diligence. Do the right thing. Use common sense. Put yourself in a position, their position actually.
Yeah. On the other side of this storm, are we seeing any kind of FEMA loads being posted yet?
No,
like there's gonna have to be a surge of like emergency supplies and whatnot. Usually,
the South.
Nothing yet. Yeah, that was always something we looked at Freightways. Was like, these storms are devastating, but one of the positives of that on the other side is carriers who are qualified to haul FEMA loads. This can really make or break their company for the year because these loads pay ridiculous, and you have to be qualified to even touch these kinds of loads. My concern is that so many of those kind of barriers to entry are just completely gone these days that you're going to get a bunch of carriers that should not be touching this kind of freight, hauling cowboy however they want, and then getting themselves in situations they can't get out of.
But also, the DOT has to make a standard on it. I use an example, I-35 in Dallas. You all know about that accident that happened out there. Guys, use common sense, man. When you see something like this and you don't have the assaulting equipment or the equipment to take care of that, shut that damn highway down, man. Shut it down. So many deaths. I mean, you saw that the carnage from that what was it, last year, or was it 24? It unbelievable, but they don't know what to do in these circumstances. They should use common sense and shut these things down.
Well, common sense is not common, Jeff. You know that.
Oh no, yeah. Common sense isn't common anymore. That's damn sure.
That's right. So.
All right. Did everybody watch the college football championship? What
Yes,
a
sir.
game that was. What a hell of a game.
4th and 13, biggest play of the whole game.
I cannot believe Carson Beck underthrew that pass. Because that guy was wide open. He had a free lane all the way to the end zone.
I don't even want to talk about the Buffalo game. Not going to do it.
Oh, I know. That was disheartening too.
That was
so irritated.
That was ridiculous. Some other team had the exact same play, and they called him down. I mean, they played exactly.
Yeah. I mean, the guy was down. I mean, it was clear. It was clearly down. He was. I mean, his knee. He was down. I mean, that.
He was down.
And then Sean McDermott gets fired, and the owner of the team just recently made a comment about the firing. I haven't seen it yet. He come out to speak about it because everybody was like, hey, why did Sean McDermott get fired? He shouldn't have been fired. He had a pretty good record and
damn good.
Now if Josh Allen's behind it, if he supported it, then that's one thing. But if he don't support the firing of that coach, you better get him back in there.
That was what was the most crazy thing. For one, 5 turnovers, and for Buffalo to still be in the game, that's pretty damn awesome. But then you turn around and they fired the coach. I get it, and I don't get it. Who you gonna get that's better? I understand they haven't accomplished the big one, but damn, what's the guy's record? Probably like 800%.
Yeah, he had a great record, and all the guys like Stephen A. Smith and Cam Newton, they were on the other morning. They were talking about it, and Stephen A. said it best. He said that there's not an influx of coaches out there just going to walk in and win you a Super Bowl day one. I mean, it's just they're just not out there. You've got to give it time to develop, and there's with Sean McDermott's record, it was an exceptional record.
It was.
I mean, he didn't win the big game. Or he didn't get there.
They're always in the championship.
Got pretty freaking close. But Stephen A. Smith's like, you've got to get a team around him. Josh Allen didn't have some of the weapons he needed to have because some of the draft decisions that the owners made and the GM. So they didn't really put the resources in there for Josh Allen and the rest of the team to utilize either. So some of the blame has to go back on ownership, which it never does, right? So there's always a scapegoat.
Yeah, the fan just gets to pay more and suck it up and just deal with it because a fan is always going to be a fan. Let's be honest. Jeff, you're not jumping off the team. You've probably been a Buffalo fan your whole life. But, yeah, I mean, I would be pissed, honestly.
Sorry, I didn't say that.
But, we don't – I don't know what the real reason he got terminated. I don't – I've not looked into it that much. So, I mean, maybe there's an underlying reason that – why he got fired. Maybe
essentially they said it was like 0-9 or whatever in the playoff, trying to get through the playoffs, and that's pretty much the excuse they gave. You're just not winning the big game,
right?
So I don't know.
Yeah, to win the big game, I mean, you can playing on heart like the Hoosiers played all season because they didn't have those top tier players like Ohio State and other teams had. They played on heart, grit. NFL's a little different, everybody's good in the NFL, so you have to have some pretty solid star players to get you across that finish line.
Let me ask a real question. Is Mendoza the real deal? Are the Raiders about to be a monster, and is Brock Bowers going to set records? With Mendoza as his quarterback?
I think, all right, because we were talking about that the other night. Carson Beck, I think, is a good quarterback, but he's not a starting quarterback. He's a backup quarterback in the NFL at best. He'll never be a starter. And I could be wrong. Mendoza, I think, could be a starter. I think he's got the mentality to do it. He just got to fine-tune a few things, but I think Mendoza, I think he's got the potential to be a starting quarterback in the NFL.
You know, it's like three people that are similar: Josh Allen, Mendoza, and Randall Cunningham, that use their bodies like there was no tomorrow.
Yeah.
Do whatever it took to get a TD. You know, that's those three similar things that, you know, I'll have to say Dart too on the Giants. I mean, they're abusing their bodies. I mean, as a rookie, he won Rookie of the Year, right? But he abused his body, something that he cannot.
Yeah, he gave his body up. Yeah.
For 2 or 3 years, he'll be out very early in his career if he keeps on abusing his body like that, you know. But I mean, that last 4 and 13, they needed 5, and Mendoza went in there for the TD. I mean, that determination, you know, we should all have that as brokers, you know, to land that customer. As much as he tried to get over, you know, the line there, I mean, that was just absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible.
I agree.
That was amazing.
It
So
was
now that Buffalo's out, you know, I only have to pull now for the Patriots because of Drake May, you know, Carolina kid, and he's freaking phenomenal.
Every show, you find that one comment that's like, man, I really don't want to be on my own show anymore. Let me say this. And Jesus.
There you go.
Tar
There you
Heels,
go.
baby. Tar
Every
Heels.
time we think we're gonna like you, Spencer, you go and say some dumb shit like that.
You gotta support the Heels, baby. And Drake May's rocking and rolling right now. He's on a roll.
Hey, who do you think's going to win the Super Bowl?
Cowboys.
Bad Bunny.
I wish. Now that is my team. I wish they were, but I don't know. It's a toss-up. I mean, the Rams look really good. I mean,
That's who I'm picking.
you know, I think. I mean, honestly, I think the Patriots have a legitimate shot at it. I mean, they're playing some pretty high-level football right now, and Drake May's solid.
It's not what I want, but what I think is going to be the Pats and the Seahawks. And I think the Seahawks might have enough defense to stop Drake May, man.
The way they rolled over
Who do I
San
really
Francisco,
want?
oh my God.
I want the Rams because I back Stafford, Georgia boy, of course.
Yeah, I
But,
like Stafford.
yeah.
Yeah, I
He's a
mean,
good
the
guy.
Broncos, since they lost Knicks, they're out.
I think so.
I don't think they're going to be at that performance level that they need to be to win.
Yeah,
You know, the
that's
Lombardi.
true.
Yeah, but I mean, let's face it. A lot of those teams out there, they have a lot of injured players, man.
Ooh, yeah.
A lot. So you know, you're going to see a lot of second string come in there. So it's going to be. I don't know. It's going to be a tough game. You know, the 2 games this weekend and then the Super Bowl. It's anybody's game, really, when you really think about it. But I am definitely leaning towards the Rams. I mean, not that I'm a Rams fan, but I love Stafford, man. You know, he's a dog. He really is, man.
He is,
Yeah.
and in my opinion, he did it the right way. You know,
Yeah.
he should have got out of Detroit a long time before he did. Who knows how many records he could have, but he didn't. He honored his contract. He stayed there. He toughed it out. He didn't cry and beg and complain like, y'all aren't giving me pieces. I can't do this, yada, yada, yada.
Right.
You know, so I give him that. I mean, he is a monster.
Yeah, he is. Yep. Definitely.
Yes, he is. He is. He's a good guy. I like him.
Justin's sitting there like, I hate football. Why are we talking football?
I heard Cowboys. My brain just shut off.
Can we go back to the snowstorm?
You know, I've heard of the Cowgirly boys. You know, the Cowgirly boys I've heard of, but not the Cowboys. No.
Dude, I gave up on football. All my teams just, I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm not a super fan that just continuously watches just because I like the team. Like I have better things to do. If you're going to consistently disappoint me, I can spend my 3 fucking hours doing something actually productive in my life. So,
Yep.
I'm just, and the Cowboys, every year it's the same thing. It's been the same thing for the better part of 2 decades. They either get to the wild card and they screw it up, or they get to the wild card, make it to the playoffs, screw it up in the playoffs, or they just make it to the playoffs and they screw it up in the playoffs.
Well,
Like,
Jerry Jones is making more money on losing than he is winning.
I swear he is, dude.
Oh,
I
definitely.
mean,
Swear he is.
The
But-
last time I loved the Cowboys was when Roger Staubach was playing.
Them,
Oh, yeah.
the thing with the Cowboys
They
is
were
simple.
a team.
Their problem is simple, and everybody knows it. Jerry Jones just needs to sit the fuck down and shut up, and let the people that actually know what they're doing do this stuff. I don't care that you played football in college with your little buddies and you love football and this is all
He's
you want to
never gonna
do.
do that.
That's fine. This is not what you do. Sit down, shut up, and let the people that you're paying X $1 million a year to coach your team. And then probably you would make the decisions on who needs to get drafted and quit this stupid. I am so against franchise players. I would never in my life sign any player to maybe more than 3 years. Never. I don't care if Jesus Christ himself anointed you as the greatest football player that'll ever live. I would never put all my ducks or all my eggs in one basket like that. And I don't know why teams do that. Dak Prescott, wouldn't do it for him. I wouldn't have done it for Romo. Even Aikman, as good as Aikman was, I still wouldn't have put it there. I mean, it took Aikman
Romo.
3 seasons or something like that. Almost, 3 seasons before he finally got his stride with the team, man.
Yeah.
So, but there you
True.
go. I'm not really a big
Blah,
sports guy. I don't get into the
blah, blah.
analytic stuff of it, but I just
That's a huge debate. King of the road, maybe the Queen. He has
Evidently, he's
to be nice because he's in public right now.
dude, this is the second
Oh.
person we've had at the airport today.
they're all running from the storm.
Yeah.
Now I'm going into the storm. I'm going into the storm.
Where are you going, Adam?
Yeah, where you going?
I'm going to Springfield, Missouri.
What's in Springfield, Missouri?
No,
My mom is 2 feet of snow.
Okay, that's the only answer that's acceptable for going to Springfield, Missouri. My mom.
Yeah.
What's up? I'm taking the kid to go play in the snow. Say hi.
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 Hello.
Oh, hi. I was just coming by to say hi, guys. I got to. I got to get a plane tag, so I got to jump on it.
All right, Adam.
All
Hey,
right,
have
good,
a
bro.
Take it easy, brother.
safe
Travel
flight.
safe. He just wanted to pop on just to show his face. Oh, the real Spencer pop up, The real Spencer show make
Oh, that's so funny. All right. In an effort to actually keep this show close to the time it's supposed to be at, even though we're already 17 minutes over that.
Funny how that always happens.
I don't know why that is.
Because we have a good conversation on this show.
Because we
One,
let,
two,
we let
three,
Spencer
four,
talk.
five,
I tried to prevent that today by flying to North Carolina yesterday, and I fucked with the settings on his mic, and then came home, but he still came.
It sounds good now, doesn't it?
No, it
No.
still sounds like crap.
No.
Really?
Back and listen
Told
to
me
it.
to
It
buy
sounds
this
like
piece of crap, man.
here. Let me tell. I mean, literally, it sounds like you got your mouth over it. Like, oh,
It's so weird.
I don't know why
know.
that is. So
I don't know.
Yeah, you sound like you're
hey,
chewing
get
on a
moose shit to fix it.
yeah, I wish. I wonder what I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know. Who knows?
Oh, maybe that was your cat doing that earlier, Justin. I thought it was John's.
No, it was
I thought
mine.
it was John's. Yeah.
Okay.
It was mine.
He's not getting enough attention, so he's
I
over
got
here
two
clawing my
elderly
leg.
cats that are 20 years old, and they scream for their medicine first thing in the morning because I also give them treats after.
Bro, our fucking boy cat just walks around and just mouths for randomness. Like, seriously, he just fucking pace the house and just make noises. So
Yeah.
This was actually kind of cool. He's very quiet, very chill. But his sister, if she's not in the same room as him, she just starts screaming. So they're still pretty young, but I'm really hoping that the sister dies first before the brother, because I'm gonna have to put her down. My wife and I just had that conversation yesterday. We're like, we're really hoping that one dies first, not this one.
oh man. That's fucking
I've got
bro.
I've got two 10-week-old kittens, which is
Oh wow!
yeah.
Don't let my wife near you.
What's that?
Don't let my wife near you. She'll take those kittens home.
Yeah, no, yeah, we just had the vet over yesterday, and yeah, they're all good. You know, we've got 4 kittens. We got 2 barn kittens that are going to be hunters, and then the other ones are going to be house cats. They're the nice ones. The other ones are pretty feral. So,
Wow.
yep.
Crazy. We go from
I
talking about
got some good news.
football. and the Cowboys to talking about cats and pussycats. Interesting.
Well, they're soft and fluffy like the Cowboys. Don't you see how that correlates? How are you missing this, Steve? I mean, that's right there in front of you, bro.
That was a good
Hey,
one.
who's going to Matt's on this call?
Yours truly?
Yeah, me. Yeah, maybe.
I'm trying to.
You know.
Yeah.
Jeff, did you raise your hand?
I
or
get my
no?
client to pay for
Oh,
it.
I
I'll be there.
You don't want to come hang out with us at Matt's?
I would love to do that, but I'm working on so many things, my friends, that I just do not have the time. I got a big announcement that's going to be coming up in the next couple of weeks, and I'm tasked. I really.
So what I'm hearing, Jeff, you're saying you work for a living, and the rest of us are loafing around. I got you.
No, I love what I do.
Boondoggle.
There's a difference. I love what I do, and I've been doing it for over 40 years. I don't know where you guys stand, but a lot of people like to get the hell out of the logistics industry like 30, 35 years because they've had it. Man, I'll tell you, if you really love the industry, man, there's no way out. I've been doing it such a long time, man. I love what I do. It's like waking up and going on safari every day, going on the hunt, and learning every single day. And that's what I try to
brother.
Yeah, I try to tell people that in content and stuff. If you're not learning something every single day, you're going to get lost in this industry so damn quick. You have no idea.
That's true.
I want to make a quick announcement before I hop off here, fellas. So one of the things that Rob was trying to put together during this meeting with Duffy, Bars, etc., they want to try and do some kind of panel at Matt's with Duffy and Bars. I don't know if Duffy's going to attend in person. He might just telephone or video call in. But we're really trying everything we can to get Bars there. So that would be really exciting if they manage to pull that off.
Well, once he hears this news, he's not going to show up. Go ahead, Pedro. What you got?
Oh, I was going to say. I mean, hell, as long as Rob Carpenter's involved, man, I'll go and watch it. I like hearing that guy speak, dude. Like, I am not a person that likes to sit and hear fucking people talk, but I love hearing Rob, Sam, even Dale. Like, I like hearing Dale talk too, man. So that'd be a great conversation to see.
Yeah, Rob. Yeah, Rob is going to be part of my event in the next couple of months. So we have a conversation that we're going to be having. But yeah, he's good people, man. He's highly knowledgeable. Highly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, fellas, it's been fun. I got a meeting. I got to run. So
Later, J-Mar.
have a good day.
Steve?
Have a good weekend, cousin. So I have some good news. After this show today, Spencer's going to be running to Best Buy and buying new equipment.
No, I just need to help him fix. We literally have the same exact thing. And listen to how I sound. I sound fine. He just did something. He touched something. I don't want to mess with my stuff and try to replicate it.
No, I mean
on the show.
everything's the same as it was last week. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's something that has to do with the computer or something. I don't know.
Maybe, man. Like, who knows? We'll figure it out. Bro.
It could be the storm that's coming.
Yeah, well, Verizon had their little outage incident, and the Spectrum went out, and now who knows?
Could be the coffee that's giving him a lower voice.
It could be. Could be the coffee.
Yeah, could be.
No, it could be the coffee.
You probably dunked your microphone in the coffee cup, didn't you?
There you go.
To get that nice chocolatey flavor on my mic. Yeah.
Yeah, you
While
dropped
playing with his little
dropped
beans.
it in the coffee.
That's
Playing with your little beans.
That's
Good
right.
flavor, Mocha Joker.
Oh my god! All right. We're gonna attempt to land this plane here.
I live in Little Bean World.
It's my
so.
good friend
It's
Sean would say.
Yeah.
Matt's, Jimmy. I hope you're coming to Matt's. I'll talk to you either right after we get off here for like 2 minutes, or I'll call you, whatever. Because something just popped into my mind. But I can't wait for Matt's. I know Steve's coming with us. Obviously, to be Hunter and I. Steve's coming with us. Ethan's coming with us. Hopefully, Jimmy will be there representing himself and the Drayage Junkies. We'll be at the Freight Ninja booth again. I cannot remember the booth number. I think it's 35802, but I could be wrong on that. We're right across from the Kentucky DOT again this year. So we're going to do some shows from the booth. I don't know what days. I think we're going to do a Friday and a Saturday show. We're going to do the same style that we did last year, kind of rapid fire deal. We're going to get like 15, 20 guests and spread them over 2 days. Give everyone like 10 minutes, just talk about whatever. and just have a blast. I believe Freight Movement, which is that's Nate Johnson and Jenny Malafarini and some other folks, believe they're going to be doing an after party again. So we'll be a part of that. Everything will be unveiled in the coming weeks, but I'm freaking stoked about Matt's, dude. I've already got my hotel. My wife and I got a king suite at someplace right across from Matt's this year. So I'm happy. Last year we stayed downtown, and I thought that would be fun because that's where you usually end the night, but it fucking sucked during the day. And when you needed something, and John knows because he had to drive me back to my hotel like 4 times. I'm like, John, I forgot this. John, I forgot this.
But I was happy to do it. I love you, man. So, but I was happy to do it.
I know,
Hey,
man.
I'll answer the question that you asked when you first brought it up. Yes, Jimmy will be there, and you can find Neil, Jimmy, and myself standing at the corner of the booth, handing out your favorite stickers.
Are we handing out or are we taking handouts? Can we panhandle?
Both, bro. Both.
Oh, sweet. I'm gonna panhandle,
both, bro. Hey, we'll put it all in a tip jar.
Sweet.
I got to see if they still have media passes available because I'm trying to go, but I got to convince my current.
They do, but so let me tell you this: they are being super strict on media passes this year because they tried to be polite last year and invite some new people into the fold, and they abused it. The media room was too loud. I personally cleaned up one family's mess off of their table after they ate breakfast. They just left all their crap on the table. Wow. And so a lot of people took advantage of it last year, and Matt's did not get their ROI on them. Meaning, with Matt's, they have a very few things that they ask you to do. Do posts leading up to the event. And while you're at the event, put out social media and tag them while they're there. And people didn't do that either. So just to say, I know of 2 people right now and maybe a third that have been denied media credentials.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that's what happens, bro. Pete, you abused. I mean, because I don't lie. Pretty much all of us here have been in the media room at Matt's. Oh, I say that. Me, Jim, yes, us 4 right here. Dude, they give you free breakfast, free lunch. They have a cooler stocked with water and drinks all day. It's quiet. The Wi-Fi signal is amazing. They have areas where you can sit and do private interviews. It's absolutely probably the greatest media room out there, next to Stars, Stripes, and White Lines, because they do the exact same thing Bennett did. But so, I mean, dude, can you imagine how much it takes to cater 6 meals for 50 people? Just that cost alone. How much water and drinks they pay just for that cooler in there? Sure. I mean, so I get it. I would be strict on it too, bro. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But anyway, yes. So, I can give you the guy's email. You can reach out to him, John. But just letting you know they're being strict this year.
No, are you going to be there, Spencer?
Not sure yet.
That's not the answer we were looking for.
Mm-hmm. I hope so. I hope to be there.
That's right.
Just pack up moose shit with you and bring them with you.
Nate, let's talk. Let's talk and figure out what you're doing, bro.
Nate, are you in the same booth next to us as last year?
I don't think so. He can answer, but I think Nate said he's going to do something down in the driver recruiting section and pretty much do what he did next to us. And then, but do it down in the driver recruiting section. Unless he changed his mind, he's watching, so he could correct me. But I believe that's what he's doing.
Is UCI going? They're going to be beside us.
UCI is going. They did not. They did not get the same booth. They didn't get the same booth because it didn't move quick enough on it. But I think Jessica. We have no plans right now to be. Well, dude, let's talk, Nate. I know the same booth for you probably is already gone because I think they had them reserved, but they closed the reservations down, I think, like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So it's probably gone. But let's talk. I at least want to do an after party with you again, bro. But yeah, UCI is going to be, I think, on the same aisle as us, just like a few booths down or whatever.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, Jessica just said they are.
Yeah, but we'll have a good sized booth. Ours was that one at the end, and I think it was a 10 by 20. I think it's what ours was. So it was a good sizable booth. I'm excited though, man. I really am. It's going to be great. We're going to get there. We're going to get there Wednesday. This is Hunter and I's plan. Hunter, Steve and I's plan. We're going to get there Wednesday and get as much footage as we can on Wednesday, like photos, videos, maybe knock out some interviews. Thursday, finish off whatever media stuff we need, interviews, photo or video, blah, blah. And then that way, Friday and Saturday, we can actually enjoy the show. This is my third year at Matt's, and like, even though I enjoy going, I haven't yet to enjoy like just being a spectator there. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of cool shit to see there, dude. So, yeah.
Awesome. It's gonna be a fun time, that's for sure.
It is, bro. It's gonna be amazing. All right, we'll close it out here. Yeah. Mr. Dickinson, what do you got for us?
Not too much. Just working. It's always a good show to be on with you guys. Can't wait for next week already.
I know that's right, broski. Mr. Truckett.
Yes, sir. Let's see. Stay safe this weekend. If you're going to be out there, just be mindful. I mean, you might end up in something before you even know it's there. So just be mindful, and don't be opposed to telling that broker, F off, I'm parking this truck, bro. This is my life, not yours. On the business side, know before you go with AccuBid Pro, baby. AccuBid Pro is the app I built specifically for owner-operators. Help you understand your cost per mile, keep you in the profit margins. For all your drayage needs, man, reach out to me. Red Rocket Logistics, buddy. I got you.
Red Rocket.
Let's
Nothing
go.
like Red Rocket.
Let's go.
Mr. Bounty Hunter.
Well, I guess I got to do a plug for Jeff here. We have our show, TikTok Diner, in a couple of hours here. We've got today, Freight Validate and Mesh VI will be on our show to talk about their latest collaboration.
Awesome.
Wunderbar. Mr. Dirty Dre.
I echo what Jamie said, right? Just be safe out there this weekend if you're traveling anywhere where there's weather. And it's all about communication, right? Brokers get it. Some of them get it. They should get it. But as long as you do your part and communicate, let them know the delays you're having because of weather, everybody will be good. And please check out truckingnewshub.com. We had an article today that the Insider Edition posted about, we just had it up a little while ago, about the Lounge Media Group attending. There it is. Lounge Media Group attending Matt's. And plug for Jimmy and for Jeff and for John. You can also check out Freight Fraud News on there. That's linked straight into the Freight Fraud Task Force and the podcast. So check it out. Yep. A lot of good stuff on there.
Yes.
Sweet. What about you, Pedro? What you got, baby?
I got. I got nothing. Y'all pretty much all covered it. Be safe out there this weekend. Regardless, whether you're a driver or just it's someone, a regular human being driving your car, if you're going to be out there, try to be safe. Try not to be out there. Have those hard conversations. Everyone, brokers have them, carriers need to have them, shippers, you need to have them too. And be prepared for yourself. Drivers, said this yesterday in the show, get yourself some water, some food that doesn't need to be heated. You never know what can happen. You could get stranded on the highway because there's an accident that's shut down and you're stuck there. So and another tip is during the winter months, I always had a rule of thumb. I never went below half a tank of fuel in my truck because, again, I never know what could happen in winter. And I know at least with a half a tank of fuel, I could idle for 24 hours plus.
Well,
so
you can start your charge your phone and stuff. But
you're
right.
That's all. And actually, one last thing. Tomorrow, Logistics Lounge, Freestyle Friday. First one of the year. So everyone's welcome. Y'all know how we do it. 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. And and go to logisticsloungeshow.com. We updated our store page, so now it looks more store pagey. Go on there and grab yourself some swag. We'll be having some new stuff come up here before Matt's. We actually have a friend of ours, Josh Rowan, was on the show last week with Rowan Concepts. He's going to be doing some designs for us, so we'll be having some pretty badass stuff come up here through 2026. So that's all I've got, Spencer. You can have your show.
How about you, Little Beans?
Little Beans. See, I love that.
Little Bean CEO. That's
I'm
awesome.
I'm gonna get some shirts made up that says
Little,
you
play with my beans.
Play with the little beans.
Come smoke my
that.
sticks.
With my
That's
little
right.
nuggets.
That's right. No, I mean, just echoing what everybody said, and a message to the brokers out there. Be compassionate of the drivers because they're the ones out there on the road, in the elements, trying to deliver your freight and your customers' freight. Be compassionate about what they're going through and experiencing out there. Don't push them too hard. That could lead to accidents and things like that. Be compassionate. Use common sense. And everybody will get through it fine. And stay caffeinated. Hunker down in your house, get by the fire, drink some coffee, stay caffeinated. And go to roaddogcoffee.com and grab some coffee. Probably won't get there before the weekend, but,
And cigars.
There you go.
Yeah. Everybody be safe.
Be safe out there, guys.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll catch everyone. Jimmy, if you got 2 minutes, stay after the end credits so I can just talk to you real quick, and then it's cool. All right, everyone.
Yeah, I'm good. I already peed my pants, so I'm good.
I can't wait. Don't do that.
Disgusting.
All right, guys. Be well.
Damn you, dude. Oh, man, I swallowed my spit down.
Oh, boy. Okay,
Sucks,
on
bro.
that
Oh,
note.
man. All right. We're going to be out of here, everyone. We will catch y'all next Thursday. Same time, same crazy
9 a.m.
place.
Eastern
Y'all
time.
have a great rest of your day, and catch y'all on the flip side.